Hello, so this is my third and final video from JFK Airport in New York. To differentiate the thumbnail this time, I put my hair down and stood behind the arrivals and departures board. Also, I'm going to make this a moving video, so we're going to walk and talk, which I'm always a bit sketchy about doing because of witnesses, but never mind, I'm going to do it anyway in honour to YouTube and all the people who do it on YouTube. So we're going on a walkway. So actually, technically, I'm not walking and talking. I'm just standing and talking. So yeah, I'm going to finish with Manaus. I was always going to fly home from Manaus. And then when I got to, I'd say, Bolivia, I realised there was no way in hell I was going to get to Manaus in time by travelling by bus, and I'd have to move my ticket. I thought I'd move it to Sao Paulo, I'd move it to Rio, I'd move it to Buenos Aires. Anyway, I contacted my flight agency and said, hey look, can I change my flight ticket home and move it to another city? And they were useless. I'm going to name and shame them, Flight Centre, they're bloody useless in trying to change a ticket. They helped me later on with something else, but DAMN, when you are trying to change your flight home, they're not the quickest. So yeah, that was Flight Centre being useless. So I thought, you know what, screw it. I'll just book my own ticket to Manaus from Sao Paulo. I thought, I've got enough time to get Sao Paulo, so I'll get to Sao Paulo, then I'll fly to Manaus, have a few days in Manaus, see my friends from FIFA, and then go home. So, you know, I wasn't. I was looking forward to Manaus, but I could have missed it if I could have changed my flight. But I didn't get to change my flight. Anyway, I'm very, very, very glad I didn't miss it. Hugely glad, and I'm also glad I missed the flight. I know that sounds crazy, but I missed my first flight home. I was meant to fly home on the 2nd of March, but I missed my flight, and I'm actually really pleased I missed it. Manaus and missing the flight just showed me how kind people can be. Overwhelmingly kind. I heard that people in Manaus are really friendly. Manaus, because it's very separate from the rest of Brazil, is super friendly and has different culture to the other parts of Brazil. Not to say the other parts of Brazil aren't friendly, but they're not known to be as friendly. But maybe, and hopefully, it is just people in general, and I don't normally give people a chance. I don't know, or I'm not normally needing help, so I don't normally see how helpful people can be. But seriously, Manaus, amazing. So I was meant to have, or at least I thought I had, 3 whole days in Manaus. It turned out, technically, I should have only had 2 days and then flown home on the second night, but I didn't look at my plane ticket properly. And when I was about to start enjoying my 3rd day in Manaus, I realised, oops, 9 hours ago my plane left. So my 3rd day in Manaus was spent sorting that out. And that's where Flight Centre were good. I'm going to go on the other side now of the other conveyor belt. So Flight Centre were good in telling me my options. First option, they said go to the airport, speak to the airline. Second option, come and talk to us. Third option, I can't remember what they said, but they said it was really expensive, so I didn't even bother remembering what it was. So I went to the airport. They said if you want to fly home the next day, so tonight, basically on the 3rd, then it's going to cost you 2,500 reais, which is about £600. I was like, oh no thanks, I don't have that. Because not only, I don't have that money, but also my card expired. So even if I did have that money, I couldn't have got the money because my card expired, which is another reason why you should never travel with one debit card. Anyway. And he said, look, if you fly home on the 4th, it's only £120, 450 reais. I'm like, that's more achievable. I didn't have that on me, but it was way more achievable than £600. So this is where kindness came in from the second I landed in Manaus, and I'll tell you about that in a minute. But a friend lent me some money and also helped me. I had dollars on me. I had US dollars. I couldn't buy the ticket in dollars, but I went to a cambio house and I could change my dollars into reais, and I had enough money. I had enough money for the ticket once I changed my dollars, but then a friend helped me with some more money so I could buy food and pay accommodation for the extra nights that I needed in Manaus. So that was one act of kindness, or like 2 or 3 acts of kindness from one person. And then also, I had a friend who picked me up from the airport when I arrived in Manaus, who hung out with me one day, and then took me to the airport. Literally, busy person, full-time job, has other stuff going on. It's his weekend. So yeah, that was super kind, getting picked up from the airport and taken to the airport. That was really good. So yeah, I was overwhelmed by the kindness. And I mean, when I when I went to the airport to get a new ticket, they said to me, "Can you buy it now?" And I said, "No, I don't have the money." And they said, "Okay, we'll reserve it for you." And in England, when someone says they reserve it for you, you go back the next day and it's not there anymore. It wasn't reserved properly. So-and-so didn't pass the message on. The computer says no, it doesn't work, So I was worried the whole day. I was like, damn, okay, I've got the money, but also the price of the ticket did depend on the exchange rate. So if the exchange rate changed, then I would have had to have paid more or less, potentially. Ended up, the exchange rate changed in my favour, and the ticket was like a couple pounds less than it was the day before, so that was handy. But anyway, I rock up at the airport. The office doesn't open till 9 p.m, so it's not as if I could buy the ticket early in the day or anything. I had to worry all day long. So I rock up at 9, nobody's there. It's a little bit Manaus, a bit Brazil, timekeeping going on. So at 9:05, someone's there. I'm like, okay. And you know what? It was amazing. They said, "Are you Latisse?" And I was like, "Yes." How nice. They were expecting me. They knew my name. It took 3 people and half an hour to sort out my tickets. Later, I had no idea why. Later on, I found out it was because one of my connections was really, really small window. I had an hour, and they said that's a really short amount of time because you have to go through immigration in America. So you need like ages for that. And your bag has to be picked up. You have to pick up your bag and put it on the next carousel, yada yada. Luckily, it all worked out fine, and I didn't miss the connection. Because I have missed a connection before with American Airlines because the window was too small, but I didn't this time. Anyway, so they knew my name. Took 3 people half an hour, but it all worked out fine. And then I get to the gate, and it says gate open, and I'm like, okay, but the door was actually closed. I'm like, okay, what's this about? They hadn't called anything. I stood there for like half an hour waiting, and then it said gate closed, and I was like, what the hell? I've been stood here, nothing's happened, and you're telling me the gate is open and closed? I was starting to panic again. I was like, was I stood at the wrong gate? No, but it says this is the gate, and oh my god. Anyway, it turned out that they weren't boarding us much before departure. I think we got on the plane like 20 minutes before it departed. And they were just, getting stuff ready, and the board was wrong, basically. The electronic board was wrong. My arm's starting to hurt. I have to turn it this way. So, I can't remember. I was talking about getting on the plane. Yeah, I thought I missed my first plane. I couldn't believe it. But no, it was fine. So, what else do I want to say about Manaus? I went to the beach on the first day. Second day, I hung out with a friend. A different friend from the 2 that were helping me lots. This was another friend from FIFA. These 3 people were all FIFA friends. I went to his house. He had a swimming pool. His mum cooked amazing food. It was really, really nice. It was such a shame I was pressed for time though. Otherwise I would have caught up with more friends and done more things with more people, but I couldn't. The airport stuff, I'll put if I can be bothered, which probably I won't get around to, but if in the ideal world I had enough time and effort, I would write a letter to American Airlines saying that their Manaus staff are phenomenal. They knew my name, they knew I'd probably be worried, so they greeted me as soon as they thought they're like, "You Latisse?" I was like, "Yes." When I went to another desk to check in my bag, super friendly. I think it is Manaus. I think people from Manaus are super, super nice. So yeah, that was cool. I don't think I have anything else to update anyone else on. Anything else to date anyone else? Yeah, not really. No. I wonder if anyone's noticed I've just gone back and forth on these 4 conveyor belts. I don't know. But it's a 10-minute video now, and I like to try and keep videos short if possible. But yeah, I think that's everything. Manaus is amazing. Oh, I caught up with some good food. Tapioca, love it. Banana chips, love them. Acai, love it. So yeah, it was a very food and drink orientated 3 days in Manaus. Even went back to the same hostel, which was cool because the hostel owner was there, the same guy, so that was cool. Yeah, I don't have anything else to say really. But I tell you what's nice. Manaus reminded me that every city has its identity, because I hadn't been to Manaus for like 10 months, and as soon as I walked down the road and I saw the banana chips, I was like, oh yeah, that's really Manaus, because I hadn't seen them anywhere else. So it's nice when you identify the character of each city. I also met some people from England, and I gave them some tips on what to do, because when I was in Manaus the first time, I spent 7 weeks there, and the first 2 weeks I was just a tourist and did absolutely everything you could possibly imagine. And I gave them one of my top tips, and they said they loved it, which was really nice, because I always worry, if I tell people to do something what I really liked, what if they don't like it? But they liked it. It was a rubber museum, so if you're interested, it's a Baron's House rubber museum, and it's not just so much the museum, it's the way you get there. So you get a bus, then you get a taxi boat going along the Amazon River, basically dropping people off outside their house, their like river house. So yeah, super cool. And then the museum's nice as well. Oh, my arm's hurting. So I think that's everything. I've got one more flight. It's in about 4 or 5 hours now. I've killed quite a bit of time talking to my camera. I've only got $6 though. That's a shame. Because guess what? I brought all this food in preparation, but I left it in my bag, and I didn't get to collect my bag between my 2 flights. So I haven't got any food, and I've only got $6. So that's a shame. But it's okay, because the next flight will feed me. And I've got $6, so I can buy one thing. I'm just waiting. I'm holding out. Okay, if I buy it now and eat it now, what if I get hungry in half an hour? Oh, seriously. So that's my toughest challenge right now. That's why I'm making these videos, I'll be honest. It's a distraction. If I had $50, I'd be eating and buying magazines or what. Well, I wouldn't buy a magazine, but I'd be eating for sure. But yeah, that's it. New York's snowing actually, and at first I was like, oh, snow, lovely. And about an hour later I thought, hang on, has this got any implications for my flight? I hope not. And the only reason I thought it is because I heard someone behind me talking about something that sounded like delays, and I was like, crap. But we'll see. I did notice on the board one flight was cancelled, but that's from London, so I don't know why. But we'll see what happens. So yeah, that's everything. If I think of anything more, I'll let you know. But mainly this video, video 3, is to just see how amazing Manaus is. Bye.